and welcome to Chicago Style Eats, the show where we talk about and sample famous foods made in or made famous by Chicago. I'm Tony.
And I'm Stephanie. And in this episode, we visit the iconic Superdawg.
In 1947, recently returned from World War II service overseas in Europe, Maurie Berman married his high school sweetheart, Florence Miska, and began his studies at Northwestern University to earn his CPA degree. His wife, known as Flaurie, had already graduated from Northwestern and was working as a teacher in the Chicago Public Schools. As they looked for a way to earn money during their summer months off from school to pay expenses Maurie's GI Bill didn't cover, Maurie and Flaurie noticed that many returning GIs were opening hot dog stands around the city. So they decided to do just that.
Except the same was far from what Maurie wanted to do. Maurie wanted to provide an experience different from what every other hot dog stand provided. So Maurie and Flaurie developed their own recipe for their all-beef sausages, making them plumper and more flavorful than the standard Vienna beef wieners everybody else was selling. And while other hot dog stands throughout the city were shaping and perfecting what was soon to become known as the classic Chicago dog, Maurie and Flaurie were content to establish their own standard, topping their creation with yellow mustard, neon green, sweet piccalilli relish, nestled in a poppy seed bun, but using chopped Spanish onions instead of white onions, and a pickled green tomato slice instead of fresh red tomato, and no celery salt.
Maurie and Flaurie rented a vacant lot at 6363 North Milwaukee Avenue at the busy intersection with Devon and Nagel Avenues at the edge of Caldwell Woods and the Wheelan Pool, and which, at the time, was the end of the Milwaukee Avenue streetcar line. While trying to think up a name for their hot dog stand where they were determined to stand out from the rest, Maurie and Flaurie were inspired by the superhero comics that had become very popular during the 1940s. They had a hot dog they believed to be far superior to the rest, so they named it, and their business, Superdawg, and never again referred to their product as a hot dog.
Running with the superhero theme, Maurie and Flaurie, I can't get over that, were further inspired to create superhero dog characters and erected 12-foot-tall Superdawg statues on top of the 20 by 12-foot original stand Maurie designed himself to beckon hungry travelers to stop in for a tasty bite. Then, on May 9th, 1948, Superdawg opened its doors and quickly became a success. 2 years later, Maurie completed his studies at Northwestern, earned his CPA, and was ready to embark on his life as an accountant. But then, fate intervened. Around this time, the owner of the property where Superdawg stood had decided to sell the land, which forced Maurie and Flaurie to make a choice: close their stand, relocate, or buy the land and continue. They realized they were having much more fun operating Superdawg than they ever would as an accountant and a teacher, so they bought the property and expanded Superdawg from a seasonal to a year-round business. In the 1950s, they expanded to create a car hop service, one of the first in the nation, and which became a pop culture phenomenon that lasted into the 1970s, and is now perhaps the only car hop service left in the city.
Today, at the same location where they started in 1948 and since 2010 in Wheeling at 333 South Milwaukee Avenue, Superdawg is now owned and operated by Maurie and Flaurie's children. Though Maurie passed away in 2015 and Flaurie in 2018, their business concept and legacy live on. The rooftop statues, long ago changed from their original superhero figures to anthropomorphic Maurie and Flaurie-dawg characters, still stand, together forever, atop the business they created as a temporary income source to get Maurie Berman through college nearly 80 years ago.
You almost think that Maurie should have gotten a degree in marketing and not accounting.
Well, you could probably be pretty sure that his books were square.
Yeah, that I mean, I guess for that standpoint, 4 years of college was good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we went there. It's actually very close to where I live. So we went there today and we had a Superdawg, which the dog or sausage or whatever the fuck they want to call it is much bigger than the ones that you get in the Vienna doohickeys. Yeah. So
I was reading in the research I did that the Superdawg is 6.
Oh, sorry, male math.
No, that's not inches.
Oh.
And just let me finish. The Superdawg is 6 wieners, frankfurters, whatever, to a pound, whereas Vienna beef dogs are 12 to a pound. So it's
twice the size.
size.
Yeah, but that also could be in length and girth.
But yeah, but weight. I mean, twice the weight.
More dense.
And very tasty.
Yeah, it was very tasty. So the pickled tomato, not a huge fan of a pickled green tomato. It just doesn't give the, so you've already got something pickled on there. You've got the pickle, and then you've got the sport pepper, which is, it's like a pickled hot pepper.
Yeah.
So you've got enough pickle, and then
you got the
piccalilli
relish,
which is really actually sweet. So you don't really need any more pickle. You need that red tomato, the freshness from the red tomato. So,
and unlike the Chicago dog, where the tomato slices or wedges are part of the whole thing, the pickled green tomato is off to the side. I think it's just for something else to eat. But I've not read anywhere where they got the inspiration to have the pickled green tomato instead of the fresh tomato. But
somebody liked it in the family.
They wanted to be different, and they were.
But it was tasty. A lot of onions, but the onions didn't seem to have a strong flavor. I'm not one who likes raw onion, but and then we got a milkshake, not malted, and that was very tasty. And then I bought socks.
Stephanie is
got
a fan
me
of
some
socks.
merch. I like socks.
She likes not socks. She likes socks that have messages.
Yes, message socks by Blue Q. But anywho. So these socks have the little, the statues of Maurie and Flaurie,
Anthropomorphic. Maurie and Flaurie.
And, but on one sock, first sock, which is Maurie's little thing that he always did, he would say, hiya. So that sock says hiya, and this one says, thanks for stopping. Or are we going to do like the little...
No, but I just...
What was that little...
Oh, I got it backwards. Hiya.
Yeah, so thanks for stopping and hiya. So, and they're actually nice and soft, so they're good socks. So I'm excited to wear them because I can wear them together because they have 2 different messages.
She likes to wear mismatched socks with messages. Mismatched message socks.
Mismatched message socks.
So
yeah,
it was
very
very
tasty.
very, very yummy.
It's a tasty hot dog.
And I had been to Superdawg before I was really aware of all the different things, and it was, to me, it was just a weird hot dog because it's buried in the fries and all. But ever since, I mean, that's got to be 15 years ago, I guess. And but since starting the show and prior to that, becoming more aware of what the Chicago dog was all about, it's somewhere between a Chicago dog and a depression dog. So it's got more ingredients than the depression dog, fewer and or different ingredients than the Chicago dog.
No celery salt.
No celery salt.
But it is on a poppy seed bun.
Poppy seed bun. It's got
but you have to go digging
relish
underneath the pickle and the green tomato and the fries to get to the dog.
It comes buried in a box, and you have to
go digging.
Eat your way through, or just scoop everything out and eat it in one bite.
Yeah. And they only give ketchup that's packaged for the fries. They will never put ketchup on anything. But they will give you packaged ketchup to put on things yourself.
Yeah, Maurie's philosophy was give the customer what they want, but ketchup will be on the side. We will not apply it. And so we got little packets, and that was it. So obviously Superdawg is its own thing. Nobody else makes it other than Superdawg. So to get a Superdawg, you have to go to either of their 2 locations. The original location is at
6363 North Milwaukee, and then in Wheeling,
333 South Milwaukee Avenue in Wheeling,
Illinois. So this was an episode on an iconic restaurant, and sort of maybe a Chicago invented food, but it's only offered at that one place. But it was invented in Chicago.
Yeah, it's a unique Chicago thing for sure, but it's not, you know, an iconic Chicago food because it's only sold in one place.
Yeah.
At an iconic Chicago place. Yeah. So you play with that as you will, decide what it is.
Yeah.
We'll go with what we have.
All right, so go out and get a Superdawg and enjoy.
You looked at me again, didn't you?
It's like reflex.
Smile to the people. And you're like,
I don't look horrified.
on the next Chicago Style Eats.
As Sicilians immigrated to Chicago in the early 20th century, so did granita, a frozen dessert made by adding pureed or pulped fruit and sugar to water, then freezing the mixture and then scraping it or shaving it into servings to eat. But Chicago vendors competed by introducing wider and wider varieties of flavors.
Chicago's vendors soon were creating and serving a product distinct from granita, smoother in texture and much more varied in flavors, and it came to be known as Italian ice. If you like this episode, click the thumbs up icon below. Don't like it? Let us know in the comments what might make it better. Want to see more Chicago Style Eats? Click the subscribe button below so you can get an alert each time we drop a new episode. Don't know what the heck we're doing? Click on the end screen or the link in the description below to see our intro video. Thanks for watching.